Welcome to the webinar on how to sell on MoreCommerce using Vendio Handmade. My name is Nathan, and I'll be showing you how the integration works in Vendio. Mike from the MoreCommerce team is also joining us today, and he'll be showing you around MoreCommerce. We will also be happy to answer any questions that you have, so please do type those questions into the questions box of the webinar widget during today's webinar, and we will do our best to answer your questions at the end. During the webinar today, we'll be covering topics such as how to connect to MoreCommerce through Vendio, how to sell on MoreCommerce through Vendio, how to manage your MoreCommerce orders and your MoreCommerce account settings, how MoreCommerce works and what it can do for your business, how the process of getting approved to sell on MoreCommerce works, and also the MoreCommerce promotion that is being offered to Vendio sellers. Let's get started by hearing from Mike with a brief introduction to MoreCommerce and how it works.
Yeah, well, Thanks for the introduction, Nathan. At this point, I'm going to show my screen, so hopefully you'll be able to see some MoreCommerce content here. And in essence, MoreCommerce is a powerful multi-channel e-commerce platform which helps merchants gain access to up to 14 online marketplaces from one easy-to-use suite of tools. In addition to integrating with major marketplaces like Amazon, Walmart, Facebook, eBay, and Overstock, your product will also be featured on several marketplaces we own and operate, like OpenSky, Dot & Bow, and Gemafina. Our overall goal is really to help small to medium-sized businesses overcome some of the key challenges associated with multi-channel selling, which, let's just say, are numerous. As it stands, many small to medium-sized businesses just don't have the time or resources to manage an assortment of different marketplace accounts, or at least do so effectively. Frankly, it's difficult, and setup and maintenance require a great deal of time and effort. Instead, why not just upload your catalog to MoreCommerce and let us take care of the rest? Once you've signed up and uploaded your first listings, our trust and safety team will review and approve your account, and we'll then start distributing your eligible products across as many of our partner channels as possible. On the operations side of things, we'll also take care of things like first line of customer support. We'll reach out to you when we need you to resolve customer issues, but we'll do your best to insulate you as much as possible. We also handle fulfillment SLA management and things like IP and product rule violation management. Each marketplace has different rules and processes, and we make it so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff and can just focus on selling. The most important thing you can do to ensure we can distribute your products as many places as possible is include UPCs or G10s. But our catalog data quality report tool will take you through all the areas for improvement we are able to identify with your product assortment. The pages I just scrolled through now are an example of how that looks, and you can kind of see the type of information we relay back to you so you know what opportunities you have to improve your product catalog and really maximize your selling opportunities. So I think that's a good little introduction, or a taste, so to speak. Now let's turn it back over to you, Nathan.
All right, thanks for the detailed information, Mike. Next, we're going to take a look at how to connect to MoreCommerce through Vendio. First, you're going to want to log in to your Vendio Handmade account, and then you're going to go to Channels, Channel Setup in the menu at the top right of the page. And then on this page, you're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page and locate the MoreCommerce logo. And then you'll click the button to continue to MoreCommerce. Then you'll be directed over to the MoreCommerce website where you can open an account, or you can just log in if you already have an account with MoreCommerce. If you do not already have an account, just click the Create an Account button here. And you will need to enter in some basic information about your company and create a password. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, and then we'll enter in the password. And then click the submit button once you're done. Oh, I've already used that email address. So let's do a different email here. And you do need to make sure that you use a unique email address when you fill that out. So there's some information about a new app here. You can just go ahead and click the X button to close out of that after you've taken a look. And now you are on the page where you can select a MoreCommerce plan. The good news here is that MoreCommerce is currently offering a promotion to Vendio sellers and will be waiving the MoreCommerce subscription fees. So you can sell on MoreCommerce without paying an additional subscription fee. You do have to have a paid Vendio account in order to qualify for the promotion. To take advantage of the promotion, just go ahead and sign up for the base plan. Your card will be charged. However, the charge will then be refunded back to you. As long as you sign up for the MoreCommerce plan through the process that we just went through by clicking through to MoreCommerce from Vendio, then your account should automatically be flagged to be refunded and put on a free plan. Do please allow a few business days for the refund to show on your credit card statement. And if you do run into any trouble, just be sure to reach out to Vendio support with the details so that we can help you out with that. And so go ahead and select that plan. And then to complete the registration process, you will, and to make sure that you link the account to Vendio, just fill out your credit card information and billing information here, and then just click the green purchase plan button at the bottom of the page. Once you've done that, you will now have a MoreCommerce account that is linked to your Vendio account. Let's take a look at what that looks like after you've linked up there. And then you will see here, once you're back on that channels setup page, that your Vendio and MoreCommerce accounts are now linked. All right, let's now take a look at how to create a new item and send it over to MoreCommerce. First, we're going to go to the items menu at the top of the page and select create items. Now you want to select on which marketplaces you want to sell this product. For this example, we're just going to go ahead and select MoreCommerce, but if you were listing on multiple marketplaces, you could select those as well now. You can now see that the MoreCommerce Info tab now appears at the top left of the page. And if the product that you're selling has variations, you would check this box here for I have more variations of this item, such as color and size. But if the product does not have variations, then just do not check the box. You can enter in any product information, any product identifier information on this page if you have them, such as your UPC or the ASIN. And at the bottom of the page, though, you do want to make sure that you select the MoreCommerce product category that is required. So go ahead and select the correct category for the product that you are selling. And click select, and then you'll be able to see the category that you selected here. Okay, then we're going to click the next button. You can do that either at the bottom right of the page or at the top right of the page in order to continue. Note also that you can use the tabs at the top left of the page in order to navigate through the different pages. The tabs are really useful if you need to jump around to a tab that's out of order, especially if you are editing an existing product. And the next buttons are best used if you are creating a completely new product and want to go through the steps in order. So let's go ahead and click the next button now. Now we're on the item info tab, and we will fill in some basic information about the product that we are selling. The fields that you see in green here are required, and the fields that are in black are optional. So for example, this first field is title, and it's in green, so it's required. And let's go ahead and give the product a title. All right, now we're going to add the images for the product by clicking the Add Images button. If the image is not yet in your Vendio account, just click the Upload button here in order to upload the image to your account. If the image is already in your Vendio account, then you can browse to the correct folder in the menu at the left, select the image, and then click Apply Selected Images. And you can select multiple images at once if you need to. You'll now see that the image has been added. And next we'll enter in our item description. And then we'll give the product its price. And now we're going to select the shipping and payment profiles that we want to use with MoreCommerce. Note that MoreCommerce only allows fixed shipping, so you want to make sure you select a fixed shipping profile. And the other two profiles here, as well as the item condition information, are not used with MoreCommerce. So if you're only selling the item on MoreCommerce, you don't need to worry about that. The item weight, however, is required when selling on MoreCommerce. So you'll want to click this link at the bottom of the page to use calculated shipping, add size, weight, and package details. This is so that we can get the weight in there, which is required with MoreCommerce, even though you are using a fixed shipping profile for the actual shipping costs. So go ahead and click that link. And then at a minimum, you will need to add in the shipping weight. When you're done, just go ahead and click the Next button. Now we're on the Inventory tab. And here you can change the item SKU if you want to use your own SKU, or you can just keep the SKU that was automatically created by Vendio. Just keep in mind that each product SKU must be unique. It's not possible to use the same SKU for multiple items. And then you want to enter in the total quantity that you have available for sale of this product. And then you want to select the item allocation strategy. There's three different options here to use for the item allocation strategy. The first one is committed, and this means that you specify the quantity that you want to sell on each marketplace. So for example, if we had this quantity of 10 and we were selling on both eBay and MoreCommerce, and we wanted to send 5 to one and 5 to the other, with the committed strategy, we might specify that quantity of 5 to MoreCommerce and that quantity of 5 to eBay. In that example, if one quantity sold on MoreCommerce, then the MoreCommerce quantity would be decreased from 5 to 4, but the eBay quantity would stay at that quantity of 5. Most people will want to use the shared item allocation strategy. With the shared item allocation strategy, in that same example, you would send your entire quantity of 10 to both eBay and MoreCommerce. And then when that quantity of 1 sold on MoreCommerce, both your eBay and MoreCommerce quantities would be reduced down to 9. And that way you can take the entire quantity that you have available for sale and put it on all the marketplaces where you sell. The third option is the unlimited strategy, and this basically just allows your item to keep selling on the marketplaces you've put it on until you remove it. This is best used by someone who has a product that they can get a virtual unlimited quantity of. So for example, if you're making your own product and it's a product that you can make very quickly and you can get your supplies without any problem, then you might want to select the unlimited listing strategy. But again, most people will be best off with the shared strategy. The rest of the fields on this page are optional for listing to MoreCommerce. Most of these fields are useful when you need to internally keep track of information about your product. But when you're done here, just go ahead and click the Next button. We're now on the MoreCommerce Info tab. This is where the MoreCommerce specific information can be entered and edited. You should notice that some of the fields are already filled in, and these fields have an icon next to them that looks like 2 links of a chain. What that means is that the data in these fields has been copied from a previous tab, usually the Item Info tab. That way, if you're listing an item on multiple marketplaces, you only need to enter in the information that's shared across those marketplaces once. If you do want to change that information for one marketplace but not another, then simply click on this icon of 2 links of a chain to break the link and then make the necessary changes. And that way we would have a different title for the MoreCommerce product, and for any other marketplaces you're selling this product on, it would retain the original title. I'm going to go ahead and change it back. And then you can see here also that information such as that product title, the price, and the description have all been copied over from where we entered it into the item info tab. Take a look, make sure that all this information is accurate in the way you want it to appear. And also, if you click on the MoreCommerce Options link at the bottom of the page, you'll see the image that we selected earlier. And also, if you need to mark the product as a custom product, you can do that here by checking the box. If you do mark the product as a custom product, you will need to enter in the customization prompt that all of your customers will have to enter when purchasing this product. And you will also need to enter in the typical number of business days that it will take you to ship this customized product. And then once you're done, at the bottom of the page, you can either select Don't Show on MoreCommerce if you are not yet ready to list this product, or you can click Show on MoreCommerce if you are ready to send the product over to MoreCommerce. And then at the bottom right of the page, you have 3 options here. You can click Save to save the product with all of the settings that you've selected and to send it over to MoreCommerce, assuming you've selected that option. The Cancel button will not save anything that you've selected and will throw away all the changes that you've made, so be careful about using that option there. The Save and Clone button is pretty useful though. What this option does when you click it is the item that you're currently working on will be saved and a new item will be created and opened with all of the same settings as this item. You can then edit that cloned item to make any necessary changes. And this option is really useful if you have a bunch of items to list that are very similar to each other. Then I highly recommend using the Save and Clone option. And then once you have filled out the form and saved this, we can check on the status of the product. Let's go ahead and save it now. Oh, we got some problems here. Let's see, it'll warn you if there's an issue here. Oh, I did not specify a valid weight. So I must have entered that in incorrectly. And I marked this as a custom product, which we're not going to do. So let's go ahead and we're going to go back to the item info tab and enter in the item weight here. And then let's try saving that again. All right, so the item has been saved successfully. You saw this time we had that green message there at the top letting us know. And now we're going to check on the status of the product by going to Channels, My Listings at the top of the page here. And then we're going to go to the filter right here at the top left. And for the channel, we're going to select MoreCommerce. And then for the filter, for the status, we're going to select Scheduled. And then here you can see this product is the one that we just created right down here, has been sent over to MoreCommerce and is currently in process. Once a product is live on MoreCommerce, you will see it under the active status. So you would just switch back to active there, and this shows all of the active MoreCommerce products that are in this account. All right, now let's take a look at how to edit an item that has already been listed to MoreCommerce. So to do this, we're going to go to Items and then My Items in the menu at the top. And then we're going to go ahead and just click on the title of the product to edit it. And let's say that maybe you want to edit the product title. If you want to edit the title for all of the marketplaces on which you sell, then go to the Item Info tab and make the change here. But if you want to change it only for MoreCommerce, then go to the MoreCommerce Info tab and make the change here. Let's go ahead and edit it for all the marketplaces by going to the Item Info tab All right, so we made a change to it there. And then we are going to go ahead and click the Save button. And that's done. All right. So that's how you edit an existing product, and obviously you can use that same process for any of the other fields that you need to change. Now we're going to take a look at how to send existing items that are already on other marketplaces over to MoreCommerce. So this is really useful if you're already selling on Vendio and you want to get those products on MoreCommerce now that you have signed up for MoreCommerce. Often the best way to do this is in bulk. This is especially true if you mostly list products in the same category and with the same shipping cost. So to send your items over to MoreCommerce in bulk, you can do that one page at a time. So first select all the products that you want to send over. And you will want to select products in batches that use the same shipping profile. Then go ahead and click Actions and Send To, and then select MoreCommerce. And then select the shipping profile that you want to use from the drop-down box here, remembering that we need to use fixed shipping with MoreCommerce. And then you can select the category for the products if they're all the same category here, or you can edit the individual categories by double-clicking in the category box for the specific product and selecting the category there. You also want to check all of the information here to make sure it's accurate. And also keep in mind that your products will need to have an item weight entered. And so if they don't, you can change it here, and that weight is in ounces. And then once all of your data is set correctly, just go ahead and click the Send button at the bottom center of the pop-up page. And that will send these products over to MoreCommerce. Now, you also can do this one product at a time, especially if your products are very different from each other and have very different settings, then that might make more sense to you. So to do this, you first want to find the product and click on the title to edit it. And then you'll check the box for MoreCommerce near the bottom left of the page. And then you want to edit in your MoreCommerce product category and select it there. And then you'll go to the MoreCommerce Info tab. You can click the next button. You'd have to do it a few times to get to the right tab, or you can just go right to the MoreCommerce Info tab. And again, most of your information should already be copied over if you're already listing this product on another marketplace. Take a look at it, make sure it's all correct, make sure you've entered your item weight, or else you will get that error. And then once you've verified that all of the information is correct, just go ahead, select Show on MoreCommerce if you do want to show the product on MoreCommerce, and click the Save button. And then that product will now be sent over to MoreCommerce. All right, now that we've taken a look at how to get your products listed to MoreCommerce, let's take a look at how to manage your MoreCommerce orders. At this time, these orders will not show in your Vendio account. We do plan on changing that at some point in the future, but for now, you will need to manage your MoreCommerce orders through your MoreCommerce account. Mike will now show you how this works, and he'll also show you the MoreCommerce account settings that you might need to edit. All right, let me go ahead and send this over to Mike.
Great, thanks for covering all those details, Nate. So for order processing, let's take a look at the merchant toolkit within MoreCommerce, from where you can manage your orders as well as control various other settings. Of course, in addition to uploading your products, the other main thing you'll need to do is fulfill the orders you receive through MoreCommerce, which entails getting them shipped out and getting the applicable tracking information uploaded into your MoreCommerce account. So the page we're looking at now is the basic view orders page. And here the pending tab is going to show you all orders which need to be shipped at any given time. Once you've shipped them and uploaded your tracking information, which you can find the option to do manually by clicking any of those order details links, they'll then move over to the process tab and will remain there until they're confirmed as delivered. Also, any orders you may see under the review tab are not immediately actionable. That just means that they're being held by our trust and safety team to do a bit of a review. And once they pass that review process, they'll flow over to pending, and then you'll be able to go ahead and fulfill them. Now, we understand that not everybody's going to want to manage all their fulfillment information manually. So we also offer a variety of methods by which you can do that in bulk. Among the options we have available, we have an API you can tap into and SFTP, which are available under the other automation options heading here. And we also have integrations with services like ShipStation and ShipWorks. So if you already use one of those services to purchase your shipping labels in bulk, you can set up those integrations in MoreCommerce so that your tracking numbers flow through automatically when you generate those shipping labels. Now, generally speaking, all non-custom orders shipped from within the United States need to be shipped within 2 business days and delivered to the customer within 10 business days. But you may be able to make your product listings more appealing by indicating you can ship faster if you're able. The shipping settings page, which we're looking at now, will give you the option to do just that. And really, it's something I would recommend because that's going to flow through to how your product listings are displayed across marketplaces, and faster shipping times are conducive to getting more buying activity. Now, when you're in this area, I also recommend taking a look at the boost marketing options that we have available. Here, you'll find the ability to either boost your catalog or participate in various events. And what you're going to find here are really effectively some just different ways that you can participate in various events that are designed to really increase your visibility and price competitiveness across our marketplace network. So if you're really looking to boost sales, you'll want to take a look at that product quality report that I showed in the first section. You'll want to set your shipping times to be as aggressive as they can be while still meeting those customer expectations. And definitely take a look at the options available here as well. Now, when you're on the MoreCommerce side of things, since the order management is done through MoreCommerce and not in Vendio, also please know that our support team is always available to help. Just mouse over the little info icon in the upper right-hand corner of any page. While you're in MoreCommerce, you'll find a contact us option, and we're always just a couple clicks away. And hopefully we can help you with anything you may need. So really, those are the main things I wanted to highlight on the order management side of things. Really not too complicated to fulfill orders and get them shipped in here. Definitely use one of those automation options if you can. But let's go back over to Nate to wrap things up.
All right, thanks, Mike, and thanks to all of you for joining. This does conclude the webinar on how to sell on MoreCommerce using Vendio Handmade. I really hope you found the information in this webinar helpful. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if there are any questions. Just as a reminder, if you do have any questions, please go ahead and enter them into the question box of the webinar widget, and just go ahead and type those in now. I do see we have a question here from Bob. The question is, I'm using the other version of Vendio, not the handmade version. Can I still sell on MoreCommerce? Yeah, absolutely. There's a few different versions of Vendio, but as long as you've got one of those versions that allows you to sell on multiple marketplaces at once, then you can absolutely use that to sell on MoreCommerce. Might look a little bit different from what you saw today in today's webinar, but it should be very similar to what your account looks like with just a few changes. And also you do qualify for that free MoreCommerce account promotion. All right, we got one more question here from Nancy. She says she already has a MoreCommerce account and wants to know if she can use it with Vendio. Yeah, no, absolutely, not a problem there. Just go through the same process that we went through when we created a new MoreCommerce account. And instead of creating a new one, just log into your existing account and that should work just the same. All right, are there any other questions before we end for today? If anyone does have a question and you're typing it out, just go ahead and type anything into that question box to let me know so that I can wait for you while you finish your thought. All right, looks like that is it for the questions for today. Thank you, Mike, very much for being here to show us around MoreCommerce and to help out. And to everyone, just remember, if you do need help, you can use the help option here at the top right of the page. Just go to your Vendio account username and select help, and you can reach out to Vendio support for help with anything that you need. Thanks again to everyone for joining today's webinar, and I hope you have a great day.